Rachel Reeves says she's scrapping the Rwanda deportation scheme and cracking down on migrant hotels. And that will save £8 billion. £8 billion. So what do we do as a country now? Are we now sitting saying, okay, yeah, just keep getting these migrants in. Yeah, we'll pay from that somewhere. We haven't got any money set aside, but we'll find it from somewhere. £8 billion, yeah, stick you up in a hotel doing this. When is anybody going to stand up and say, anybody in authority, any top people I'm talking about, because ordinary people believe this is out of control. We can't solve the world's problems. We can't sit and say, come to us. We're seeing the reaction in Ireland there is to this at the moment. And this just is unbelievable that we are forced to spend all this money on people that shouldn't be here.
Well, it's an extraordinary amount of money, but I don't see how Labour has a plan to deal with it. You know, it's all very well pointing the finger and saying that the Conservatives spent all this money on hotels. But if their plan is simply to process people more quickly, that implies
staying in the meantime.
Well, exactly. They have to stay somewhere in the meantime. But also, if they're accepted at the current rate, I mean, the rate of acceptance has gone up considerably in the last 10 years. About 70%. It used to be only 10 years ago, it was about 30%. So something has changed there.
Yeah, so basically, if you apply for solace in Britain or whatever it is, there's a 70% chance you'll be granted.
Yeah. Essentially. And so if are you going to does that mean that people are going to be shifted from hotels to social housing? Is that actually solving the problem?
That's costing itself.
Exactly. All of these things cost money, and we know that the Labour Party is not serious about reforming the migration system. It's committed to our place in European Convention of Human Rights, for instance, which a lot of people think is a barrier to deporting people who shouldn't be here, including criminals who shouldn't be here, let alone people who just simply have failed their asylum application. It does seem that problem is set to continue, that it's not something that they're going to take seriously. They've highlighted the cost, but what is their solution to the problem? That remains to be seen.
OK, Fraser, we're taking it seriously this morning. We're going to have you back again. We'll talk about this again. We want to know what people think about this. If you have your say on the programme today, how would you save that money? We're looking at what the Chancellor is chopping, but there is a black hole in UK finances. Pensioners are being hit again. No fuel allowance now for most pensioners. If you own property, if you run a business, you're going to be hammered, right?